Hello guys. This is the UFC
This is
experience with
this is
your
the UFC experience.
Papyrus. I will kill you. Uh,
Awesome. Okay.
why'd you press the skip button? Oh,
I,
okay. He's already messing the series up, guys.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, you may be asking, Sans Undertale. What do we actually do? What is this series about? Why are you doing a Sans voice?
What is life like in the corridor?
Many answers will be given. First off, the Sans voice is because I think it's funny. Secondly, this series is about the hit game on Roblox, Undertale Last Corridor. I'll let my brother Papyrus tell you about that one.
It's the hit game ULC on Roblox. We will be talking about not
Okay,
the Adrian era.
no, not
Uh,
Adrian era. We are talking about the Joey era, or the Darkwood Studio era
We're
of
talking about the good one.
the good one, the one with the model, the actual good models. Stop fighting me! I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to discuss.
Ah!
Okay. We're doing this in a private server, by the way. We're not grinding ones. So yeah, we are introducing the new series, Undertale Last Corridor, the experience. So we go over every character in the game and go to talk about them, the upgrades, and everything like that. So
And we are starting off strong.
we're starting off strong with a real cool character, real cool cat. LittleTale Sans. Now,
He is the icon of
I love
ULC.
him. I love him.
He is
He's like the
everything.
mascot, really.
He is the mascot of ULC. We have to say that.
So the take of LittleTale that the game actually used is by a artist named CD.
Yes.
CD, the AU itself is called like SY exclamation mark LittleTale.
Yeah, and it has a style in the game.
It has a style. Well, technically, it's already the kind of the style, but like the style just makes it modeled more after his artwork.
Yeah.
Well, let's introduce the moves of first of all. So,
Well, first of all, I'm playing as Upgrade 3, so we should probably.
well, no, because like it's basically the same. No moves change, really.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, we have this hit move, Bone Rush.
Okay, that changes a lot in upgrade.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
Well,
okay.
yeah, okay, hang on.
That's max upgrade. That's not upgrade free.
Okay, Sans is gonna equip Upgrade 1 and go through the moves. Then I'll equip Max Upgrade and go through his moves next
Okay.
round.
So, let's do this seriously. Okay.
Alright, Sans, go through the moves.
So, we got, first of all, we're starting off strong with Bone Rush.
The hit move.
The joke is that the base LittleTale is not strong at all. So Bone
It's
Rush,
actually very bad.
stands out around about, like, what, 7 bones? Let's count that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 8 bones. And they all go in a straight line, firing, firing in, like, a pattern. A brilliant joke there. Let me see how much like one hit does real quick.
Alright.
I expect you to
How'd you miss that?
I was ready to walk into it!
Oh, okay.
So it does like what? How much damage?
What's 50? It brought me down to 43 HP.
For 43, it does around about like 9 HP per hit from the bone.
Yeah. Around. Not the best damage, but he is.
Not the best damage, but he is a star character. Oh yeah, there. So with LittleTale Sans, he's the one you start off with. You need 0 wins for him. You basically you start off the game with the worst character.
Yes.
Let's start off with another move, Blaster. So, Blaster overall, if you just like, grab a green. Oh my god.
It does about your usual blaster damage.
It does around about 40 HP if they get hit by every hit. Now, how the blasters work, it sends out a beam, and then after the beam is finished, the blaster itself will fire off in the direction the beam was sent.
I think that's a LittleTale unique. I don't think any other character does
Um,
that. Blasters
No,
does
yeah,
that.
yeah, no. So yeah, LittleTale has a little unique blaster gimmick where the Gaster blaster fires off after.
Yeah.
It does like, hang on, get hit by only the blaster real quick.
Okay.
That's like what?
8 to 10, I'd say. 10
8 to 10 damage? Pretty normal.
Yeah.
Alright, so then you got Bone Jump, right? So grab your green real quick. Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, Bone Jump, pretty
Does 6 damage.
pretty quick move. It spawns a few bones on the floor and it sends off in a straight line. Does a few bad damage, not much though. Bone Zone, it sounds up. It highlights an area on the floor. People, if they walk around, does 6 damage as you walk around in it. Bone Zone.
If you're smart with it, you probably get 2 hits off with it.
Yeah. Now Bone Zone isn't really used for attack. It's mainly used for defense. You use it, you stay in it, so you regain stamina, because you don't work on a dodge system in this game. This ain't Judgment Day.
This is not the peak game under Judgment Day.
With how Last Corridor works, you have a stamina rate. The stamina rate goes down the more you walk. It starts off at 35 unmoving, and it goes down to 5 while moving.
This is us getting the basics down before we have to speedrun characters in later episodes.
Yeah. This is us just getting a feel, letting the knowledge. So yeah, the stamina rate is a very important mechanic in the game. You run out of stamina, you can't dodge anymore,
and you are screwed. And
you are dead. Moves also take stamina. So Bone Rush uses 6 stamina. Blaster uses 8 stamina. We're not going to go over stamina rates for each move.
Variables in there.
Yeah, each move uses a different amount of stamina depending on how strong it is. So back to the moves. Sorry, we had a little stamina tangent. You got Little Force, which sends the enemy in whichever position your camera is facing. I lied.
Does he have little the blue soul effect yet?
Yes. No.
It's not very good, in my opinion.
For LittleTale, the blue soul is definitely not good. It does not really do much.
Yeah. If you want our advice, use little force more than little blue soul.
Yeah. And with now it gets good with bird upgrade with blue soul because you can outrun people.
Yes.
Alright, so one thing with LittleTale, which I don't think is a mechanic for anyone else either, is that you can't use Little Force and Tiny Force. You can't use Tiny Force and Blue Souls at the same time with
which I kind of get the mindset of.
But no other character follows that rule, so I'm really confused by it actually.
Yeah, I mean, wait, now that you say that, it'd be a thing if that's associated with all characters. But
yeah, because I can't use Tiny Force here.
Yeah, I don't know. ULC devs, you might want to explain that, the mindset behind that.
But yeah, so that's everything. Blue Soul, you know what Blue Soul does. You can't jump, and some of your moves turn blue while doing it. Alright.
He's gonna kill me now.
Yep.
And I will go over LittleTale upgrade, max upgrade. Are we gonna go over all the upgrades, Sam?
Yeah, we'll go over upgrades first. So, upgrades, yeah, we should probably talk about upgrades.
Every character has them.
Has a few upgrades. I think most characters at least have 3 upgrades to their name, unless you're Undertale.
He used to have more, but we'll get into that later.
We'll get into that in episode 4.
Eventually. Still got a few other characters before we get to him.
So, how upgrades work is you need a EXP amount and you need a win amount to use them.
And you get around 30 XP per kill.
Now we're saying, okay, but do I need to win to get the EXP? No, you just need the kills. So you're still gaining progress even if you kill just one person, even if you don't win.
It is me, max level.
Now,
level 3, I guess.
You don't need EXP. You need EXP and a win amount to use a certain move. You can't just have the EXP amount or the win amount. You need both.
Now, really, a lot of getting into LittleTale upgrade 3, a lot of his moves are just LittleTales, but buffed.
Faster. So upgrade 1, all it does is add 20 stamina to his
Can we
base rate.
skip the other upgrades because they don't really do much.
They don't really do much. I'll explain them quickly. So what upgrade 1 does, it adds 20 stamina to him, base amount, so you last a bit longer. What upgrade 2 does is it makes it so moves have less cooldown and they take less stamina. Upgrade 3 is the real one that we need to think about. So just move real quick, like start moving. Let me hit you. Move while I hit you.
Oh.
Yeah, so you don't regain stamina a lot.
Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Hit me.
I'm sorry. Alright, what's your stamina at?
140.
Alright, you use your candy.
Alright, I can. This is what candy does.
So
It gives
candy.
you around 20 stamina.
So candy highlights you blue while you use it. It gives you 20 stamina and it makes LittleTale walk faster for the duration he's highlighted blue. It's a pretty good mechanic to where if you're getting low, you can just quickly eat a bit of candy. It's got multiple charges on it. I think you can eat it 4 times before you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact limit.
Well, we're not going to go over the exact limit. We're not professional here. We're just here to explain stuff.
We're not professional.
Brutalize me.
Alright, well first I want to go over what happens to the bone jump in the
Oh wait,
upgrade.
bone jump changes in this upgrade?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, okay, we'll talk about that then. So, does bone throw change? Oh, well that's still the same. Okay, we can go over this, Okay, so, bone throw and, does blaster change or blaster still the same? Oh, no, they do. Okay, so here's how the moves change, right? So, bone throw, instead of sending 8 slow bones forward, instead shoots out, let me do a rough estimate real quick. Quickly fire them.
Oh, the bones. Okay.
Yeah. Around about like, the same amount of bones.
I think it's the same amount of bones, they speed up quite a bit.
They all shoot out at once, and like and fire a lot faster. With the gas blasters, it shoots out 2 at once instead of just a 1 straight line. You shoot out 2 lines that like normally meet up with each other.
Yeah.
And the bone wall, big upgrade for the bone wall. It spawns 1 bone wall on the bottom and 1 on top. The one on top.
But this carries over to LittleTale skins.
Yes. So, really, upgrade 3 is when LittleTale starts to become kind of a good character. Upgrade 1 and 2 are kind of trash. But upgrade 3 is when he kind of starts coming into his own, starts becoming a good character, starts doing damage.
Would you like me to slaughter you so
yes,
we can
please.
move to the next one?
Oh.
In case you want a visual, blasters.
I did just get died.
He did just get died, yes.
Shut up.
Now, who would you like me to pick for next?
We'll go over. No, we'll go over cold. We'll go Xmas real quick. We'll do Xmas first. He's like the lowest one.
All right.
Okay. So
I
max.
think what this one does is damage, right?
No, it doesn't. It does more. So you shoot out a lot more bones.
Yes.
I shoot out around about like.
I think that's 10, and the
10?
other one was like 8.
They shoot around about 10 in a random order. The blasters, they last a bit longer, I'm pretty sure.
I also don't know if it does higher damage whenever it runs into you. That I'm not sure about.
Bone jump, I think it just covers more area.
Yeah.
It can cover, I think it covers, the whole judgment hole.
What about Bone Zone? Does it change any?
Oh yes, Bone Zone changes a lot. So what Bone Zone does now is it lasts longer and it, oh, don't die. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
So what Bone Zone does,
did that. I'm not gonna
it sends out a Bone Zone area where you aim it and where the first Kara team is. Oh yeah, we've got to explain the premise of the game.
Well, I mean, if you've played Judgment Day or this game or Final Showdown or anything like that,
It's a Sans versus Kara game. meaning how this game works is there's 3 cars on the enemy team and 1 Sans against the world. It's a 3v1 game basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also really fun.
Yep. We have 1,200 wins. We can say. Little Forest, same thing. Blue Soul, same thing. Use the Boon Soul. It turns your Bone Jump into a blue Bone Jump. Pretty useless. Candy. Same. The candy works the same. Everything besides that. Basically, max upgrade LittleTale is when he becomes a good character.
Does he gain what's it called, karma? Where you
Yeah. So upgrade 4 also gives karma to poison damage basically to LittleTale. Alright, so that's upgrade 4.
Who are you gonna go with? I will be going over Little Xmas. I don't know who.
Before we move on to skins, right? Let's just rank LittleTale real quick.
My ranking of him, he's a pretty solid character. Upgrade 1, definitely not that good, but if you get him to max upgrade, he's like an, what'd you say, like an 8, 7, 8?
Yeah, I'd say he's like a 7 or 8 out of 10 character when you get a max upgrade.
He's very solid.
That's kind of the pattern with characters in this game. They start off really bad, but as the more you upgrade them, the more you play them, they become better, they do more damage, everything like that. So the game kind of incentivizes you playing every character, so you have the best experience for playing every character.
Now, for skins, we probably should specify, you don't have these off the rip, you have to spend...
You have to unlock them. So, we'll talk about that more in the match.
Yes, because Little Xmas doesn't really have much unique to him. We will spend some of this just going over how skins work.
So, yeah, so the way skins work, right, is pretty simple. Oh, by the way, the song is named Naivety for LittleTale. It's made by Irony. The song itself...
I forgot how you look.
The song Naivety is pretty good. It fits LittleTale pretty well. It's not, in my opinion, it's not a good battle theme, but it's LittleTale, so... I mean, he is a child.
And, I'm not gonna lie, I just blanked on what I was gonna say. I completely blanked. Sorry about that, guys.
And have nothing. No. Okay. So, the way skins work in this game, in the map, there is a little station with Hyperdust. Oh, by the way, in the USC lore, Hyperdust babysits LittleTale, so you just want you to know that.
Which I'm not sure on our episode list, but we might talk about Hyperdust a little bit as this goes on.
We probably will. That's like private server lore. So, yeah, there's a little lobby where Hyperdust is, and here's a little slot machine. Now, this is destined to change in an update that's coming up called the Casino Update, which is going to overhaul the whole game. We'll go over that when it happens, but for now we'll talk about...
We're going to try to cover every character before...
Casino Update? We will not make any promises. If Casino Update comes out before we finish, then we will go over and cover all the characters that changed. So the way skins work is you get a spin per win. You get. There are duplicates. You can get duplicates. The duplicates give you pity chance for a legendary skin. There are 4 separate rarities. You got common, which just kind of changed the look. And maybe the song, they don't really do much.
Yeah.
The way rares work is that they have stat changes, they do a bit more. You know, they're kind of cool. The way that, what's it called? Epics work is, it will change the whole map. I guess some rares do that as well.
Yeah.
But it will give you a new move.
It really just depends on the skin. Sometimes I feel like rarity is kind of a flimsy thing.
Yeah, I think they're planning to fix that in Casino Update.
Yes.
And
also, there's limited skins too that are.
Yep, I was
only
getting.
For events.
Give me a minute.
I'm sorry, Sans.
You're making me not. I'm bone tired of you, man.
All right, go over it.
So legendaries, how legendaries work is they change the model completely most of the time, and what they do is they change the map completely, and there's a whole new moveset. everything about the character is different, basically. When you get a legendary skin.
Could probably be associated as their own character, but they are just skins.
They are just skins. Now, the reason why skins exist and they're not just is because many characters would just be similar to another character. So, like
I didn't notice that.
What?
Look, in case you guys don't know, Little Xmas, he has Christmas lights a little above the Judgment Hall. If you look up.
I did not realize that. That's a map change. Okay, that's cool. I'm so totally distracted. But yeah, so skins are just kind of for characters that wouldn't really fit their own kind of like character slot. They don't have enough behind them, so you give them to a character that kind of fills the same role that they already fill. So like, for example, right? For in a later episode, we're going to go over Science Sans. Science Sans has a skin called Science Swap, which is basically the same character but Papyrus.
That's me, it's Papyrus.
So
it's
yeah,
better.
Shut up. It is just a bad upgrade though. Alright, let's go over Little Xmas now. We've drawn on long.
Little Xmas doesn't really have much going for him besides
he is
max upgrade. He is max upgrade in the delete.
Every LittleTale skin is max upgrade, by the way. You need max upgrade to use it. Some skins need more EXP to use than max upgrade, so like Little Xmas isn't one of those cases. But for example, Little Fell, you need 650 XP to use them instead of just 600.
Yes.
Alright, so
basically, all Little Xmas does is has a status effect that all of his moves inflict. Does Blaster not inflict it?
Maybe you go.
Okay. Blaster doesn't. I use Blaster. Blaster does not inflict what the effect you were going to.
Okay. I guess they got rid of it.
Is Little Xmas just a skin now without any effect?
Yeah, he's just a skin. Okay. So, well, we were prepared to.
Has nothing unique to him anymore, guys.
He's just a cool-looking skin, I guess. We were going to go.
He does have reindeer food. That's not reindeer food. He does have reindeer.
Oh wait! I think that adds the code effect. Hang on.
Oh, it does.
Wait! Hit me with a. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, in order to get the ice effect, you have to have eaten your reindeer food.
Right, so what I think it does is that it gets rid of the stamina gain that it gives you, but what the code effect does is that it slows down the car team when you hit them with it, and I think it just deals more damage than Karma.
Yeah, and plus I think it slows you down too.
Yeah. I already said that. One of the parts.
What would you rank?
Little Xmas. He
couldn't give him anything above LittleTale.
I say he's just an 8. He's like basically the same as LittleTale.
With a little effect that being the ice.
Because like he can't regain stamina as easily, but he can do more damage. So he's like
Sans. What would you like me to pick next?
Pick little killer.
All right.
So because he only has 5 skins after all.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna wait the timer out because I forgot to click skip. But alright, we have Little. We have
Little Fell.
Actually, really good skin.
I actually really like Little Fell.
Little Fell's very good.
Oh, by the way, Little Xmas uses the same song as LittleTale. Just what I should say that.
This one uses a different one.
Little Fell just uses a sped up version of a normal song. It's not very good. One of the devs is planning to try and change it to another song. That dev being Temchip. If you're hearing this, Temchip, hi.
We love your Temchip.
I love you, Temchip. Oh my baby. What?
Oh.
Alright, so...
Well, let's go over Little Fell's move.
Alright, so first of all, Little Fell, he has little sweat drops effects. He has a little snarky smile. It's a kind of a tight expression. And he's not actually wearing his jacket. He's tying it around his he's tied it around his waist, and he has a sweater that says "Bad Boy" on it.
He is a bad boy.
He's a bad boy, bad child. So what Phil does is that his moves take more stamina to use, and he loses more stamina on hit, I'm pretty sure. But also his I forgot to mention this. He gets a unique candy thing called gummy bears.
Do all of them have unique things? Because I know Little Xmas has reindeer food.
Yeah, I think they do. Oh, I didn't realize. But when you hold the gummy bears, his eye disappears.
Oh, he does. He also has a unique model for the gummy bear that I can confirm does look like gummy bears.
He look like gummy bears. And he has a unique move where it shoots out a plethora of bones from the end of the Judgment Hall, and they fly down. It's a pretty random move, pretty good for just all-round damage. Talking about damage, I need to explain it.
It's a very scary move. If you
very scary
don't
move.
know.
And if you pair it with his normal moveset, no one's gonna live. Now, what he does is that he does 12% more damage than normal LittleTale, I'm pretty sure.
I forget, is that move only a one-time activation?
Yes.
Yes, but it's a very good move.
It's a very good move, especially if you pair it with his normal moves like Bone Jump, Bone Zone. He's max upgrade, by the way, you can only use a max upgrade. He does way more damage at the cost of more stamina drain.
Ah.
Overall, I would rate...
Undertale Sands pushed me into the ground. Undertale Sands pushed me into the ground.
We'll get... Where we going on?
Help me.
Hang on. Okay, we'll just talk about the upgrade that, like...
Okay, besides what happened to me in the lobby, we'll be talking about Little Killer next.
Little Killer. So, let's talk about this. So,
you have to help me here because I only played Little Killer like once.
Okay, so LittleTale. Okay, back to LittleTale real quick. LittleTale also uses a design made by CD. Little Killer, on the other hand, does not use a design by CD, even though CD wishes they did, which they probably will change.
Also, we should mention, Little Killer has chocolate.
He has chocolate, which actually doesn't make sense because in Little Killer doesn't like chocolate or ketchup anymore because he reminds me.
I hate chocolate.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Anyway, so how Little Killer works is he's one of the skins with a separate upgrade from the skin itself.
Yes, and his moves are very, very, very different from the previous three we've gone over.
So how Little Killer works is upgrade 1, right? Just use your gas blaster axe so I can get visual. So how upgrade 1 would work is that it would just send one gas blaster shot in a straight line. His gas blasters are way bigger, by the way, in this upgrade, and they last a lot longer.
A very long time.
However, in return, when they go flying, they go at a very slow speed.
Yes.
He also gets a new move called Knife, which
you'll come to learn a lot of characters have a knife attack, but his is unique in that it gives a little void effect.
It gives a little goop puddle on the floor, and it does damage the more you walk around in it. Is there any other unique moves?
Okay, let's go over what we got. Let me see if Bone Rush is
Oh, yes. So his Bone Rush works differently to max upgrade. It kind of works similar to upgrade 1 LittleTale. However, the damage is heavily buffed.
He has the same Bone Jump.
The Bone Jump is max upgrade LittleTale. And the Bone Zone seems to be upgrade 1 LittleTale Bone Zone.
He does have one more unique move I was waiting to go over right here.
He does? Oh yeah, the Void Attack. So, how the Void Attack works is, he slows down, but in return, he gets a high damaging, pool of, goop around him, with, 20 damage per hit. Although, honestly, does his knife have a, melee hitbox? Yes.
It does, yes.
Right, so most knives in this game have a melee range. where it does more damage if you hit it like up close. Yeah, that goes over Little Killer. He's not Seedy's Little Killer, but they probably will change it to make it Seedy Little Killer in the future.
Also, we should mention he does have the same force in blue, so...
Oh yeah, he also has a different song. He has a different song. I don't know who it's by. So, sorry guys.
I don't dislike the song.
I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. I wish it was original. But yeah, that's Little Killer.
Where do we rank Little... we forgot to rank LittleTale. Where do we rank LittleTale first?
We ranked LittleTale. We said like... Oh no, we didn't. LittleTale is just a better version of LittleTale.
I give him a high 8 or low 9.
I'd give him a high 8, yeah. So, next we'll be going over Little Horror.
I get the honors of going over, him.
Go.
Little Killer, I'd give him like an 8.
Oh yeah, Little Killer, I'd give Little Killer an 8. If he had CD's design, then I'd probably give it a 9, but it's not the way that the character is meant to look.
I think Little Fella's better.
Alright.
Now, Sansa will be going over Little Horror.
Little Horror is a legendary skin for LittleTale. You were able to unlock him during their Halloween event last year. I don't know if you're there for that.
You can still get him currently, it's just a little tricky.
He's just a lot harder to get. His moveset is completely different. So, he has a move called Red Axe where he just like kind of is a melee, like,
For future reference, he plays very similar to Horror Sam.
So we're gonna go boom, boom. It gives the bleed effect, which it does damage over time, and it kind of makes the enemy stutter while doing it. You got Smooth Spike Wall, where it kind of just shoots out many smooth spikes on the floor.
Kind of like
FNAF 2 Jump Scare. Is a move where he jumps forward and kind of, and if you like run into someone while they do it, Little Killer appears on the screen.
Where he gives a bunch of decoy. What's the move called?
I think it's. Hang on, let me just look at this. Keep going. Blue axe throw. To say it in pretty self-explanatory. You throw a blue axe. It draws the enemy towards you if you hit them with it, and it affects blue. And it affects the blue throw effect. Evil Blaster. It does not shoot.
Grab your weapon, right?
No. So what Little Blaster does, it just shoots out like 2 gas blasters. It does not. They do not fire a beam. They just like charge forward. You got timeout. Hit me. You missed it.
I had not hit him fast enough.
All right, guys, we're gonna wait 25 seconds.
But
we'll go over the looks.
Yeah, they're going over the looks.
So again, this is SY Little Horror. Yeah, the little
What about his candy? Does he have candy?
He's holding it.
Oh, is that the name of the food item?
Candy bag.
Candy. Let's go.
So he has a little Jason Voorhees mask. His shorts are torn at the bottom. He has a more desaturated hoodie, I think. And he's holding a little he's holding a little Halloween bag. All right, timeout. So this move is called timeout. And what it does is it steals the enemy's item. They can't use it. Well, other characters that have a similar thing. Alright, so we're going into phase 2.
I guess we'll mention his phase 2, yeah. I forgot about this.
Alright, so phase 2, this song will be replaced by a song called Crash Out. But right now it's my assassin. So all phase 2 does is increase the damage of a already character that does high damage.
And he can kill you. He's very scary in phase 2.
Again, Candy Bag gives you more stamina. There's also triggers phase 2. He does have a move that spawns a bunch of fake little horrors around the map, but I don't know how to activate it.
And I'll go over Ruins, and I think I'll give you the honors of going over Snowden.
Alright guys, so I lied to you earlier. He does not have only 5 skins counting default. He has 6 skins.
He has one more skin that we'd love to talk about, right, Sam?
Yeah, he has a skin called Little Dust. This is
an Adrian era model.
Adrian era model, meaning it looks like not good.
Not good.
However, it does not mean he's not strong.
One of his versions is strong.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
I forgot to skip, so we might be talking a little bit here. But Little Dust is
Let's little horror real quick. Let's review little horror. Little horror also has an upgrade, by the way. All little horror's upgrade does is makes it so his red axe does more damage along with a few other small things. It doesn't really matter too much.
Before we get into this little idiot, I would like to say Little Horse is my personal favorite skin for.
He's like a 9. I say like a little horror is a 9, but I personally prefer running Little Fell.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go over this sleeve bag. So,
okay, he also has a knife, like little.
He also has a knife. He doesn't hold it, but it does have a melee range. He doesn't hold it. It just kind of like like floats.
Now we'll get into our favorite attack.
No, not yet. So every other move he has is exactly the same as Max level LittleTale that does slightly more damage.
Yeah. And then it has the purple.
But he only has upgraded 1 code zone. That's not what makes him bad. You know, like that, he'd be a pretty serviceable character. He does not have candy, by the way. He does not have a candy attack.
No candy.
He gets replaced. He gets replaced by knife and another move. Just for it. So he has a move called Little Flames. What this does is it spawns little purple flames.
The game.
It ruins the game. It's a stupid attack. It summons random, and when I say random, I mean random, purple fireballs all over the map. They do high damage. You can't predict them.
And it's not like a Little Fells. Is this a one-time activation?
No, you can activate that multiple times.
Yeah, it's stronger than the Bone Rush that Fell has, and it's not a one-time activation, which doesn't make any sense to me.
And you can still use moves while doing it.
Yeah.
Little Dust is
a third character.
Actually an awful character. We hate him. He's not fun to go against. He's not fun to play with. Not done yet. Yes.
Let me put him out of his misery real quick.
Yeah. Oh.
And Sans will give me the honor of going over the best thing in Last Corridor.
I'm giving myself the honor of that.
Probably the strongest character in the game.
So, Little Dust has an upgrade for Little Snowden. By the way, it uses the exact same song as Little Ruins. They put his hood up, and he has a special eye. It's the Asian era model, Dust Sans model. It's the exact same. Now, you may be asking, it's an upgrade, right? So he's better. Which he does more damage. Admittedly. Now, he gets 2 new moves. Let's
go over that.
Right, he got Spin Bone, which is his actual good move. It makes a red bone spin on the floor, and just like Evans does tell, it gets covered by a red box, so you can't see. It gets covered by a red box, so you can't see. No.
What next?
You know how Little Ruins had that firing move? It has a similar move. Firing. But it sucks.
It really does. And that is...
It shoots out, not, admittedly, it's on a short cooldown, half the time. But it is no way as strong as Little Snowden's. All it does is it shoots out a circle of fire, and sure it's their big fireball, but they barely...
You can't see this, but Francis did it to me and it did like 6 damage.
Yeah, they don't do basically any damage. They're hard to avoid, sure, but you know what else is hard to avoid? Better version of the exact same attack. It is not good. It is not a good attack. It's actually awful. This is a downgrade from Little Ruins, which should not be the case. One little mechanic, I guess I should say, before we finish up. Little Dust gains stamina per kill.
Yeah. Well, that's something a lot of Dust characters in this game share. We'll get into that later.
But yeah, so that was LittleTale.
Did we go over his style already?
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot to say Little Fell has 2 upgrades. I did not know. So,
Okay.
Little Fell's first upgrade, we went over his max upgrade. So Little Fell's upgrade is the move that adds the move that we talked about earlier, the one that like summons bones in the back of the hole. And then the second upgrade is just the same. It's the same thing. The move the move summons more bones. It's the same. There's nothing.
I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but
We mentioned style.
You mentioned the style. All right, I'll kill Sans real quick so he can talk about Little Fell's moves.
We did that.
So what else is there to talk about?
Nothing. That is LittleTale. He has no ult themes. Some characters have different themes that you can play while playing as them. LittleTale does not.
There is one more LittleTale, but we are not talking about them yet. Not until
Casino update.
Yeah.
There's mobile new skins coming out into Casino update.
Sans, okay. Can I talk about him?
Oh no, we'll leave that for the car episode.
Okay, yeah. We'll leave that one for later, guys.
We'll leave that for the car team episode. That's a little teaser. As you can guess, it's something to do with Little Sans, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, I'd honestly recommend searching up CD's DeviantArt account and kind of going through his artwork of LittleTale. He did a whole challenge on his birthday month, where every day he drew a different version of LittleTale. So you got like Little Outer, Little Swap, Little Epic, Little Fresh. And LittleTale does not take place in the underground. It takes place in the past of normal Undertale. But not Undertale past, like the very far past. Like it takes place like years before the war and everything like that.
It's also very well drawn. I like CD's art style.
CD's art style was really nice. It's very comforting. Frisk is not in the AU and Flowey isn't in the AU because, well, Azure doesn't exist because Toriel and Azure are kids.
Yes, it's your average AU shenanigans.
Frisk isn't born yet, so it tries to stay pretty consistent with Undertale lore.
Yes.
Overall, I would say LittleTale is a pretty good character. Hard to upgrade the more you play.
Some skins are worse than others, but overall...
Overall, I would rank LittleTale a pretty solid, like 8 out of 10 character design. He's pretty fun.
I would give them an 8 too.
Sometimes he can be a bit annoying to fight, but if you have good teammates, you should be fine. I may as well just mention, every character has a stat block above their head, above their model in this game, but it is not accurate at all.
I always forget about it, to be honest. That doesn't even mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It means like absolutely nothing. But quickly use your like frozen ability real quick. I want to see like.
Oh yeah.
Okay guys, we're gonna quickly go over. Okay, no, it does not slow you down.
It's weird because there's
okay. So if it hits you multiple times, then it slows you down. The less cold effect you have, the less you slow down.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, and that is it for episode 1 of the UOC podcast. Heroes to Experience.
We hope you all enjoyed.
We hope you enjoyed.
We've been playing this for a while.
We kind of know our stuff, kind of.
We're not like those 10,000 to 20,000 players.
No, we've gotten a reset. We've got every character maxed out. We kind of know what we're on about. We're not masters at the game, obviously. We can't beat like Dust Belief with a stick only. But I'd say we're pretty
Like
confident at the game. If there's any details we missed, or any info we got wrong, or if you just hate how we formatted everything, please tell us.
We're trying our best here.
We'll improve.
Next episode, would you like to go over?
Next episode, we will be going over 2 characters that episode, because one of those one character doesn't. So, gotta mention. So characters who do not have enough content by themselves for one episode will be kind of conjoined into another episode of another character. So next episode we are going over.
Had that own episode because he
has a lot of stuff behind him, and we had to kind of explain the mechanics of the game, everything like that. So next episode we'll be going over pacifist stands and science stands.
Funnily enough, me and Sans both have separate experiences on. I played a lot of science, and he plays a lot of pacifist.
I love pacifist. I have 8,000 XP on him. Oh yeah.
Papyrus with that.
I guess I should mention this before we answer. So there was a kind of a category named the Masteries for a skin. A character, I mean.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yes, he kind of talk about it.
So each EXP count you get, when you hit 10,000 of that, it's not like this anymore, but you kind of get something called a mastery when you hit 10,000 XP. That kind of just means that, you've done everything you can possibly have with that character. You basically, you're pretty experienced, you're pretty good. Now, how it used to be is that LittleTale used to have a skin called Little Horror.
You have a mastery.
No, Little Horror, sorry. Little
Horror, sorry.
Little Hyperdust. The lore behind that skin was that LittleTale just stole Hyperdust's jacket and it gave him the powers. Don't ask me how it works. Hyperdust was just Adrian era power scaling, meaning it was absolutely awful to go against. It was way too strong. You cannot do a thing. He also had another upgrade. He had another skin, which no other guy with mastery has. He had Little Outer Hyper. Little Hyper Outer Dust, which it sounds just as bad. It's a stronger Hyper Dust. That one cost 100,000 XP. No other mastery skin cost that much, by the way. But
it was absurd.
Those 2 skins got removed from the game, and the first person to ever achieve Little Hyper Dust, Little Hyper Outer Dust, got given the choice to request a Little skin, and he went with Little Horror. So that's the reason why we have Little Horror now.
Which is a very valid pick in my opinion.
I like Little Horror. I thought I should mention that before we end. Alright,
yeah.
That has been the USA experience. I hope you enjoyed. Please tell me if I'm stupid. Please tell me if I should ditch the voices.
I think we might both be stupid.
Shut up, but yeah, so that's episode 1. Hope you enjoy. Next time we'll be going over pacifist and science. Any closing words? Any closing thoughts for us?
This is the ULC experience.
Alright, so he's stupid. Alright.
We love you guys. We love the ULC community.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.